AKAPADs, here we go, episode something. Welcome to the Foam Dome. We got foam here. Okay, we're talking Thor Love and Thunder. Let's go. I need some Red Bull for this. Also, I need some of this, because guess what? Holy kaboli. We got more awful bad analysis, more awful takes. By the way, I fully recommend the tie-dye Bud Light Seltzer pack. You get like 3 flavors, 4. Anyway, just get this. Get yourself some alcohol. Okay. Holy crap. So, why is this happening? How is this happening? Look, I made fun of Thor Love and Thunder going into the release. Just because you know what? LOL. Did it for the laughs. But then a couple videos ago, I just spoke about you can't bet against Taika Waititi, the writer-director, just because of his track record. And the movie comes out, and it's split. Just if I go on what's on my Twitter and Facebook, there's people out there that really seem to enjoy this movie. And there's people out there that wanted to be something else. And that's like the bigger part. The movie, they wanted the movie to be something else. And there is a little bit of blowback with Thor not really being Thor anymore or much of Thor. He's just this like comedic element. Which is like whatever. You gotta do something because we forget where people thought the franchise was post-Thor Dark World, and you're Peter A. DeLuca here. I love Thor Dark World. I love the elves. I love the whole chase. It's like a chase type movie. Him and Loki in that movie, and they're still kind of going back and forth. There's so much to like about Thor Dark World. The design work is great. Just the visuals alone, and this is one of the things we expect from Marvel movies. We expect to be thrilled visually. That's why these movies have $200 million budgets. Okay, I mean, so much goes into the development. A lot of times, the writers and the directors are hired during this development phase, and there are some of these sequences already figured out. And this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe method. Also, they adopted the Pixar method where they test a movie as they're making the movie, which is why there's so many leaks that come out. But along the way, they whittle and they make the best movie possible based on a feedback loop, which is also to the Pixar method, or you can argue animation method. So it's interesting, okay? And that's why these movies are so, they're done a certain way, and there's a level of quality no matter what. Some of the Thor Love and Thunder blowback is very similar to Batman Forever, a movie that I champion as the greatest Batman movie. But here we go. Look, I got my laptop here. I'm gonna put stuff here, okay? So I'm going to okay. So look. Let's just look at, because I got the laptop here. Let's just look at openings. Thor Love and Thunder opened July 8th, 2022. It opened at 143 million. What is that between? Because people are acting like that's bad. Okay, what's above it? For 146 million, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The hype for that movie was insane. What's below it? Iron Man 2, 128 million. The night that Iron Man 2, because we used to do these tailgating events in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. We had like 20-30 people show up to tailgate in the parking lot along with like other groups, okay? It was almost like a rock concert. Everybody wanted Iron Man 2 because the first movies, Iron Man 1 is still the best MCU movie. So Thor Love and Thunder has an opening equal to GOTG 2 and Iron Man 2. Because of the hype from Thor Ragnarok, it's coming in like a brand new sequel. That's amazing for a fourth installment. I can't think of a fourth installment that actually did that did a mid-series reboot. And it popped and was that successful. So the audience chose what they wanted to see. And to further that, if we look at the weekend box office numbers, of course, we know Thor did $143 million. Minions came in with 45, and we have Top Gun Maverick at 15 million. Now, keep in mind, we're dealing with a broken box office. It's post-COVID. It's like, it's hard not to trust. This is asterisk box office, but it's substantial because the people chose what they wanted to see. Now, most of these movies, they fall off going into weekend number 2 and number 3 as they would. But this was a movie not promoted. It wasn't really pushed that hard by the gods of Disney. The gods of Disney didn't hand us this movie. A lot of people were like, holy crap, we're like 2 months out. We barely even have a trailer. What is happening with Love and Thunder? And that's where people dogpiled onto the movie. They also dogpiled because they didn't want the Jane Foster Thor. They didn't want this Thai Wiki Watiki, these LGBTQ elements, which, like, if they're there or if they're not, okay? It just got people into the wrong headspace going into this movie. These are ideas and elements and marketing strategies that are being experimented on and being there's so much to be written and figured out about this type of marketing and what we're doing. But for now, the people have chosen. And do we have to do Rotten Tomatoes? Because guess what? I hate Rotten Tomatoes. You can't cherry pick your arguments when you use it. You use it all the time as a to present your argument or to validate your argument, or you never use it at all. I never use it. I hate it. But 68% critics, 81% audience for Thor Love and Thunder on Rotten Tomatoes. What does this mean? Guess what, people? It's a sci-fi superhero action comedy with gods. Those 5 things, doesn't matter when that movie came out, it would split people. It would, okay? We're forgetting that these are genre movies, okay? These movies are divisive because the subject matters are just abstract to people, and it's also a comedy, and some people are not going to think the elements are funny. There's a lot to unpack to why things fail. I said this in my Lightyear video. Lightyear, by the way, looking to make its money back, and this movie looking to make its money back, only adding to more money through the movie on streaming. Okay, these movies drop on streaming, subscribers pop, maybe they fall off, but in the aggregate, it will be more long-term subscribers than not. And that's what we're missing with streaming. People, AKAPAD here! AKAPAD, I love you. Subscribe, support, share this channel to your pets. This is a pet-friendly channel. Rock and roll. Da, 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 da. Na, 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 na.